Hello, this is an LC Creations presentation here. I made a tutorial on this in the past, and it really wasn't that good, so I just decided I'm going to make another one now. That's a lot better, and it's kind of an update too, because there's a lot of other things in the software, in this software that I'm going to show you that are different, or that are just updated. So anyway, let me get started. So, first of all, this software is, if you didn't see the video, it's ZT2 Mod Editor. You know, if you're a designer for the game, ZT2, you can really do a lot of things with this software because it'll make it easier. You can rename files, text in files, folders, and it just makes it a lot easier to edit your files and stuff when you're coding and stuff for the game. And it can also add codes too, so you don't have to keep pasting codes from other parts of the project. So let's get started. I want to create a new project, and I'm going to name this LC example, and then I'm going to choose the directory I'm going to put this in. So for me, I'm going to go to documents, and I'm going to go to my projects and packs, and then I'm going to click OK and done. And then basically you just already created your project folder. So then after that, I'm going to add a fence, and I'm going to be pretty fast with this just because I've had a lot of experience with it already. And then I'm going to select LC example. I'm just going to click OK, and it actually already put the codes in there. And then let's say I wanted to add a path. Well, I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to add, go to the same directory, and I'm just going to do the same exact thing I just did. I'm going to click LC example, and I'm going to click OK and done. And then there you go. That's it. After that, what you do is you'd want to edit your files, You'd want to edit your stuff. So you'd go to File Renamer. You could go to Rename Files. Well, first of all, let's rename folders first. So I'm going to click Rename Folders, and then I'm going to go to Libraries, Documents, and my projects, blah blah blah. Let's go to Fences, and I'm going to choose Code Name Fence here. I'm going to click that. I'm going to type in Code Name Fence, and then I'm going to type in let's do wood aviary, and just go ahead and click rename. And then you're going to do the same thing again. You can see they've been renamed. Go to paths, and then I'm going to go code name path. I'm going to do wood path, I don't know. And then I'm going to click rename, and then that's pretty much it. You just renamed everything. Well, that's obvious, but you just, yeah. So, and then after that, let's go to rename files. Well, I'm going to go to the same area. I'm going to go to Libraries, Documents, and ZT2 Projects, and I'm going to go to my Entities, Objects, Fences, and I'm going to go to AI. Now, in AI, you'd have your your stuff here, and you'd want to rename that. You also have the files in here and the files in here. So let's go ahead and rename those. So I'm going to go code name fence, and then I'm going to do aviary, so it's wood aviary, and then I'm going to click rename. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go into this here, and then I'm just going to click rename, and then I'm going to do the same thing again, and then I'm just going to click rename. And I wish I could change that a little bit. You just did it, okay? You just fixed everything in here. So let's go ahead and let's do that for the other part, for the paths. Let's go to AI, and let's change this to path, and path here. And then I'm going to click rename, and then I'm going to go to wood path, I'm going to click rename again. So basically, yeah, you just renamed it. You already know what it would look like. So I'm just going to click done now, since I'm done with that. And I'm going to go to project, edit files, and I'm going to go to text renamer this time. So that way we can rename the text in the AI files. Pretty needy, huh? Let's go to packs, LC example. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type in code name path, or fence, fence, and let's name that rename it with wood aviary, and let's select the file formats that we do it in, which is XML, and then rename text. You can also do multiple ones if you want, but you don't have to. There are BFM files, so you can rename the BFM files of your project, and let's actually do that right now. Let's go to wood aviary gate. It's a little different. Do you know what, actually, yeah, let's do it. So I'm gonna go to BFM, and I'm gonna rename that, and then mine are a little weird, so I have to make sure that this is right. I have to fix something. Yeah. Elephant fence. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just renamed the files in there, so I had to fix that. So this is what it would look like, and if you go into here, all of these are not done yet because we didn't do them, sorry. Select AI, and then let's do code name fence. They didn't rename, I don't know why. Unless we didn't. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We just renamed them. I just noticed I have the 03 at the end. Don't worry about that. That's my problem. And then let's go ahead and let's go to do the same thing in fences. Or paths, I mean. Sorry. So I'm gonna put path in here, and then I'm gonna put path in here, and let's rename the text. So once again, I always like to make sure it's always renamed. So there we go. Again, we renamed it in multiple files at once. Isn't that cool or what? So it's really nice. Now I know it's not really that techy, but I mean, it just makes it really a lot faster than, you know, usually would take to do all that stuff. So now we're gonna compress our project. So we're gonna go find the project folder that we, you know, so I'm gonna select LC example, that file, and I'm gonna browse where I want to save it. Which for me, I'm gonna put that in the same directory. I'm sure anyone would do that. And I'm gonna name it as LC example, and it's gonna be .z2f, and then I'm just gonna click save and done. And there you go. Right there, you just created your file. Now I know that's pretty simple. You could do that in like WinRAR or 7-zip or WinZip or something like that, but that's pretty much all there is to it. Now I wish I had a compressing, I wish I had like a compressing software for this, but I don't. So yeah, anyway, I'll get to other parts at the end.